Have you played D&D at all?
Never played D&D, but I listened to the Adventure Zone,
Hmm.
which is like a D&D podcast, like role-playing game podcast. So like I'm like into people play it, but I've never had like the group of friends to get to do it.
I mean, would you be interested in it? I think you'd be really good at it, probably.
I think I would love to do stuff like that.
I mean, do you play any
I'm always
RPGs?
into games. Not like a whole lot. I've more like recently I've gotten into like that I'll like read about. Like I was playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and like reading about it, and everyone was like, "Yeah, this is like a baby RPG." And I was like, "Cool. I'll play a baby RPG." That sounds awesome.
But have you played like the opposite of that? Have you so you've never played one of those ones where you can control like how quickly your beard hair grows and like you have to rest because like there's 24 hours in the game day and stuff?
No, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, those games are they're awesome, but it'll suck your life away to the point where you're not sure why you're spending so much time in that reality. I mean, there's simulations, right? And I think simulations are getting too good, to be honest.
I love it.
Living in
I love a
simulations.
good like uh the romanticized idea of it. I'm just hella into it.
Hmm.
Like I don't know, it sounds incredibly ideal and like in the context of like did you ever play the game Soma?
Oh, dude, I played like 3 hours of it, and I got a little too creeped out.
Okay, so there's uh that game does a really interesting thing where like the whole goal is to like get to this certain spot and upload yourself or your consciousness to the cloud.
Hmm.
But in their reality, it's only a 50-50 chance if you're the so it's like a copy that's made. So there's
Hmm.
a 50-50 chance if you get to cross over into the cloud or not, or if you just stay on this earth and
Yeah.
suffer. And like, dog, like that's okay risk in my opinion
Hold
to
on, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. Let me. Oh, okay. I'll put it to you this way. What you're saying is, if I could send your consciousness to a more somehow pure, enlightened, older, wiser, more like experienced Pink Navel, but with the understanding that like there's a half a percentage that you yourself will die, like
I
you're
wouldn't do
okay with
that.
that. Okay, okay, but that's I think that's essentially what you're saying, right?
Well, no, because I don't want to be. I don't want to like become a more enlightened or older version or wiser version of myself. I just want to live in like the internet, like in that episode of Futurama,
Mm.
where they just are in the internet. They can walk around and there's shops.
But that's
I'm
that
into that.
that's the thing about your music is I think you're reaching for that. That's something that I strive to reach for, and I feel like I can smell it. Like when I see someone doing that, I know I I feel like we're kind of on the same
That's
wavelength
awesome.
where like it's the textures of your beats, it's how you procure sounds from like memes and videos, and you're layering them in a way where I'm like, this is what it feels like to go through Instagram to Twitter to YouTube back to Instagram. I'm listening to clips, I'm listening to this and that, and you have your voice, right? Your voice that's playing while you're kind of going through these videos, right?
Wow, that's amazing. That's yeah, that's what I'm doing. When I was working on Raw Naval, I like fronted to my friends. I was like, I want to start a podcast. I want to make a podcast. And I
Yeah.
just like recorded 5 episodes with my friends, and it was just farming for.
Wait. Are you saying you weren't actually trying to make a podcast? You just wanted clips?
I mean, I uploaded it. Like, it was fun. Like, I had a
Oh,
whole
okay. It was
RSS
real.
feed, and I like made a logo. Like, it
Yeah.
was real. But I just stopped it after 5 because I was like, okay, I have enough material to sample now.
Hmm. Do you feel like do you feel like rappers will be sampling? Okay, what will sampling be like 30 years from now? Like we'll have the ability to record things and capture things like we've never done before, right? So what kind of things are we going to be capturing as artists in the future?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean by we're going to be able to capture things in ways that we haven't before.
What I mean is this. So uh the way you'll have to help me educate me a little bit. You know, the way a sampling machine works is I play a track and this machine is just waiting and it's saying, let me know which piece of this to cut, and then I'm just going to give that cut to you, right?
Absolutely. And then some of them, you have to record the whole thing and then chop it yourself. But there are other programs where you can have a recording and then hit the pads as they go to chop it up.
Right. Okay, so let's say you had a sampling machine that could take every piece of your existence that was kind of mundane from the last week. I mean, the stuff that is of no consequence.
Wow, you're talking. Okay, I
Yeah.
understand now. You're
Okay.
talking about like I have digital access to things I experienced without
Yes.
having to record them. I
Yes.
just have that access. Damn. Okay, that's amazing.
Because you're talking about mining these conversations. I mean, like, shit. Like my roommate just interrupting this interview for me to get food. I mean, like that's fodder. Everything is like my irritation from what just happened. Like that's all usable stuff. And if we had all this library, I think it could be incredible.
Like, I feel like the first step to that, like, or like something that I think is tangible at least, is a search engine for videos based on the closed captioning to be able to search a phrase
Oh, based on
and
okay.
have that's like, oh yeah, someone says that exact order of words in this video.
Yeah.
That would change the game.
Computers are gonna get mad smart.
But even beyond that, like, yeah, I think that would be like key to be able to sample any experience that you have without that gets.
But listen, man, like I think humans already desire this. Artists desire this technology inherently. Like, I mean, remember when Nas made a song about being a fetus, right? He's inside of his mother's womb, looking out of it like a window. And I'm thinking to myself, what if you could sample your own birth? Like, what if you literally had footage of your own birth? I mean, from the inside of your head, right?
I think the only problem with that is that stuff would get oversampled, right? Be like, oh damn, this nigga sampling his birth again.
That's all you do. Hey, how come every beat is this your birth every time, dog? What the fuck?
For real, that's what it would be like.
Oh, it would get saturated. God. Okay. Pink Navel, I'm going to allow you to create a reality, a physical space for this video to live in. You have 4 walls around you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 6 walls. It's a rectangle. It's a cube that you're inside of. It's a cube.
Floor.
It's a floor, right? You got a ceiling.
Ceiling, and then okay.
Walls to the left of you, in front of you, back. What color are they?
Okay, so the 4 walls are the primary colors on like the sides of the box of any N64 game, but they're like hella faded.
Oh my god, that's good.
And then the ceilings are white. I don't know. They could be whatever.
What are the textures of the walls, these N64 walls?
Do you know that like sometimes they have it in beach houses and stuff, that like rough kind of paint, like lacquer, weird swoops, and sometimes you can stare up at it and look at like faces. Maybe if you can find faces in them or like shapes and stuff. Yeah, it's just like a weird way of painting walls that's just like it looks really rough and
Mm.
like the paint's really thick on, and you can like look at it and just find cool shapes.
Are there any windows or doors in this realm that Pink Navel lives in?
There's no windows, but on the ceiling there's like a tacked on piece of paper that's like wrapping paper that has clouds as like the pattern. Like,
Oh, okay.
but it's like really small, so it's like tiny, like just kind of like somewhere on the ceiling.
Hmm.
Rectangular piece of like sky just tacked on, like,
So it's like literally the sky as a wallpaper.
and it's my sunroof.
What does it look like when you create music? What comes in and out of this room? Or is there always music? Is there always a humming? Is there always a
No, I don't think there's always music. There can't always be music.
So what does it sound like usually? I mean, is it ever silent? Like just nothing?
Silence is a valid option.
Okay.
I love it. It's good that you can share silence with the people you're close to.
I'm not good at that, to be honest with you. I always have to fill silence. I mean, unless I'm walking somewhere with someone, like on a hike or something, that's one of the only moments. But then it's because I have visual stimuli. I have things my eyes can look at. Otherwise, I'm just always I'm not really good at having the silences just be there. I think that might also be it might also be a side effect of doing these broadcasts and interviews where I feel like space has to be filled because it's not a valid option when you're when you're broadcasting something that's audio based to
In
just
that
have
context, you're right.
yeah. Have you ever
Absolutely.
during a show? I mean, have you ever just cut the sound intentionally for more than a second?
Played a show last night, and I was like doing a bunch of effects, and I turned off the beat by accident. And the way that my sampler works is you turn the beat off. You can only start it from the beginning. You can't like start it from where you were.
Mm.
Um, I just like kept rapping, and I have like drum samples on there, so I just like went to those and started like drums
Yeah.
with my fingers, and then I finished the song that way. When it comes to like performing and like being in the middle of songs, I try and not let that happen, but in the middle of like or in between songs, time, like I could do anything. I could just stand there for minutes and not say anything.
And it feels I would imagine it's right, it's correct, it's the good thing to do. You know that it's the right move.
Yeah,
Right?
well, I mean, like whenever it is, right? Like
Yeah.
if it is the right move, and then I'm doing it.
How do you I know this is a shit question. It's almost akin to asking where you get your inspiration from, but it's like, how do you gain in a performance? How do you sort of within yourself earn the confidence to be like, I'm fucking standing in between this song. I'm standing and it's good and it's a right thing to do.
Wow. It's very similar to crafting your own in the internet world, like, or this room that we're in right now.
Yes.
For like the block of time that I have scheduled to play at wherever I'm playing, everybody there is in my world. I'm the boss. They asked me to come here.
Yes.
I'm here, and everybody has to be in my world for 25 to 30 minutes. So that's what gives me the power. It's like everyone's yeah, they're here in this room at the show, and
Right.
and manifest anything, manifest any kind of like energy I want. I have the controller.
You have the N64 controller.
I have the controller in my hand.
The,
Yes, for
the
that
NC,
period of time.
which, by the way, is perhaps one of like top 5 shittiest controllers ever created by man. N64 controller, no bueno.
The N64 controller Anthony Fantano thing.
What? What do you want? Look, we're not here to talk about the controller, all right? If that motherfucker, he hasn't returned it, okay? I'm not answering questions about that, dog. Okay?
Like here in the picture is like a fucking third party controller.
The Mad Cats? You got something against Mad Cats? Listen, dog, when I go on Smash, okay? N64 Smash, Mad Cats only, okay, bro? Everyone laughed at me. Everyone laughs at me until I smack them up with Jigglypuff using Mad Cat's Turbo, okay? I hit
I can't talk then. I can't say anything if that's the case.
the real he called me up one day and was like, yeah, we need to make like I want to make a series of videos where people shit on me, when my friends just shit on me. And I was like, okay. And like it took me a week to think about like something ridiculous that I could be so angry at him about. And I just thought of like the stupidest scenario. Like the dumbest shit.
Anthony Fantano stole my Mad Catz controller.
Yeah. But and it's funny because it's like I hated those controllers. They were the worst.
Awesome.
They're so bad.
Okay, word. Yeah, no, they are horrible.
Yeah. Pink Navel, while we're in your realm, I have a little game for you. I have a gift.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you a bunch of cartoons, and when I name a cartoon, I'd like for you to tell me what word comes to mind. If there's a word or phrase that comes to mind, perhaps a sound. If it's a sound, just say the sound, and in post, we'll just add it. I mean, literally, if I say a cartoon, if I say He-Man to you, and you say sword being unsheathed, we'll put that sound in there. If it's a sound, if it's a color, if it's a word, if it's a video, whatever it is. Okay? You got it?
Okay. Yes.
Ben 10.
Oh my god, the fucking dude that can turn into the ball and roll around.
Yeah. I don't know his name, but it's probably like Rolly Guy or something. He gave him really shitty names.
It's absolutely like Roll Man.
It's me, Rolly Guy. All right. Samurai Champloo.
Thing that I'm only getting into recently with my housemates, dog, and it's amazing.
It's good.
I'm loving it. Yeah, it's really good.
Ed, and Eddy.
The episode, oh my gosh. Okay, so there's an episode where they have Christmas in July, and then Kevin says they like have this big bus thing, and they're like, it's Christmas, and everyone's really quiet, and then Kevin just goes, it's July. Hearing that for the first time when I was a kid and losing my shit.
Like was
so
he
long.
like was he stressed out? Like was he just like, why are we doing this? Like was he?
No one else said anything, and he just goes, it's July.
He's the one with the
I don't know.
He's the one with the backwards hat, right? Like he's like an asshole. That guy, I never liked him. He had problems. He had issues.
Yeah, he's like the bully.
The Amazing World of Gumball.
Tumblr episode.
Yeah. Kim Possible.
In Lilo and Stitch, the series, Kim Possible crossover, a running joke that she can't pronounce Stitch.
Okay, I never knew this.
Gotta watch it. It's really good. But she's like, she just can't say the word Stitch at all.
Okay. 2 more for you. 3 more. Samurai Jack.
The episode with the baby and they eat pears together.
Okay.
It's really good.
Akira.
Classic. Motorcycles for no reason, only for fun.
Just awesome.
That movie could function without them being into motorcycles. And that's my favorite part about Akira.
So good. And the final one. You know I had to bring it up, man. Steven Universe.
Top tier. S rank. Best ranked television series so far. Yeah, life changing, life affirming.
I feel you.
Good show.
I have unfortunately not watched that much of it, but I've stolen so much from it visually to put into my animations because it's
The aesthetic.
yeah, in terms of color, texture, those guys are they. I mean, that studio, Rebecca Sugar, all of them, they're knocking it out. They're killing it.
You killing it, dog. Yeah, that show is so good. I've over again so many times. I'm such a nerd about it.
All right, how do we wrap this up, Pink Navel? What do you want us to know about this realm? How can people reach this realm? What are the rules for entering Pink Navel's realm, or are we not allowed as we leave this place?
Y'all aren't allowed here unless scheduled. Yeah, I'm chilling here with the homies.
Okay.
Only when I'm playing shows is when outside people can come into this space.
It's been a pleasure.
Much for having me. This was really fun.
Yo.
Well, I look like a violin.
Keep it, it's yours.